Good morning, guys. Okay. We're just going to give it a few minutes for people to hop on. Welcome, welcome. Good morning. Just was trying to get my kiddo out the door. This morning. Let me know who's here. Let me know how your week is going. We're just going to wait a couple more minutes. People to hop on. Good morning. Good morning. Nice to see you. So go ahead and start to grab your props. If you're new here, welcome. If you're new, you can grab some blocks, a chair. If you need to modify, you can grab a strap and a scarf. Make sure you have pillows, like your living room pillows or your bedroom pillows. Grab something comfy. Hey, Joe. Nice to see you guys. Thanks so much for waking up with me. I wake up real late. I work late and wake up late. That's not entirely true. My son is up with me most of he comes in the middle of the night, and then we usually wake up together, and I'll try to sneak out, and he'll go, "Mommy, come back and cuddle with me." And I'm like, okay. So that's what usually happens. Alrighty, so let's honor the time here and start moving and grooving. Okay. I moved this back a little today so I could do some standing things. So hopefully that's good enough and you can hear me and be with me here today. So I'm going to start out this morning. I know this lighting's horrible. We'll just do that for a little. I'll just come close for the beginning and then move back, okay? You guys will get the gist, right? We're going with the flow here. So, welcome. Hope you guys have your coffee or tea or whatever makes you happy. And for those of you who are using oils, today we are diffusing citrus bliss. I get so excited about that one. So if you have citrus bliss near you, go ahead and grab it. This is an oil that is blended with all the different citruses. So we have mandarin orange and wild orange and clementine and bergamot, and they throw some vanilla in there, so it's like extra delish. And so I have all the oils that we've been using for the week here. And on Friday, I'm going to make sure you guys have a link for all of the oils we've been talking about yesterday. Last night, we put on some deep blue on our necks, and that just really helps me to like chillax, relax. And the Citrus Bliss today, I'm diffusing, but I also wanted to talk about spearmint too. So any mint that you guys have, spearmint is just like really unique for me. I was going to mix the two of them together, but I was like, no, I'm in the mood for some citrus. And so citrus you can think of as a really uplifting oil, right? So today's all about bliss. But we are going to move, we are going to stand, we are going to balance a little bit today. So, but the spearmint, if you do have spearmint as well, and again, if you guys don't have oils, don't worry about it. I want you to just breathe deeper today. It helps me to breathe deeply. And the spearmint, go ahead and grab whatever mint you have, even if you have wintergreen, right? Go ahead and take a drop of that. And I will put the link below as to how to get these if you don't have your oils and you want to increase your vibration this week and this month with us. So you're just going to take that mint or spearmint or whatever you have, even just your hands, rub them together here. Create some friction, create some heat. Go ahead, take a deep breath, or just put your hands over your face and feel the heat from your hands, okay? 2 through the nose. 1 from the mouth. Oh, it smells so good. And then you can rub it on you if you want to. Smell like spearmint. Get in the cleavage, so we do down dog. Hey, Judge. So nice to see you, Judgy. We're doing Citrus Bliss and Spearmint today. Oh, so good. Okay, so before we get started, sometimes I read to you at the end. And actually, I still will read one thing from the book at the end, but I'll just talk about the concept that Kyle talks about, Kyle Cease. I really wanted to talk about the section in his book called The Tens. And what the tens refer to are all of the things in our life that feel like a 10 to us, right? So after this yoga experience today, I want you to grab your journals and I want you to start writing line by line by line by line by line, just every single thing that you typically do in a day. This is a great time to think about this, right? A lot of us are home from work. A lot of us are just like what do we do when there's a crisis, right? Like how do we make money? How do we really be the best version of ourselves for our kids or friends? So what I want you to do is start to list out every single thing that you do in a typical day. Obviously, your Monday might be different from your Saturday. Your, March might be different from your July. But go ahead and just like typical day, start from the top, write down every single thing. This is going to be after yoga practice, guys. But you can start thinking about it, right? You can think about it if anything comes up. And I want you to write down every single thing that comes up. And later, after you've written everything down, and I want you to take a good 20 minutes to do this, right? You're going to go through and label it 1 through 10. So if this feels, so what we're going to do today is try to get to our bliss space, right? By the end of the yoga practice. And I want you to be in like a really good space while you're doing this. And so as you're going through your list, after about 20 minutes of writing, 20 or 30 minutes, you're going to cover each one line by line and be like, how does this feel in my body? Like to the point of like brushing your teeth and like eating smoothies versus French toast, or on the go versus, having some time in the morning. And you're going to go through every single thing and just write down, does this feel like a 1? Even, work, everything, the commute to work, everything that you do. Does this feel like a 1 in my body? Like not so great? Or is this a 10? Like I want to do way more of this, right? So go ahead and after, you're going to be thinking about this, and I'll read to you what he says in the book after we get out of Shavasana. So thank you guys so much for being here. Let's jump right in. We're going to come to our comfy seat. Come to our comfy seat. Some of you have your oils diffusing. Just go ahead and breathe in deeply so you can feel that, so you can smell that, so it enters into your olfactory system, right into your limbic brain. Let your hands be on your knees or lap, and just relax your shoulders. Breathing deeply into the belly. Breathing deeply into the side ribs. And go ahead, feel your space in the room. So again, if you have kids running around, just let them be the white noise. That's part of our meditation, okay? If you have neighbors yelling, running around, doing remodeling, go ahead and let that be part of your white noise meditation. Breathing deep into the belly, breathing sideways into the ribs. Really feel all those bronchial tubes expanding. And I want you to think about here, just before we start to clear the mind today, all those things in your typical day. And we're not going to focus on everything for purposes of this centering right now. We're just going to focus on the things that bring us joy. So go ahead and just start to think about, maybe you only get to the gym once a week. Maybe you only get to talk, walk and talk with friends once a week or once a month. Maybe talking to friends, talking to family, right? Having more time to do that brings you joy. Maybe sitting in meditation for 5 more minutes a day at the beginning of the day or at the end of the day. Maybe that's a 10 for you. Maybe it's growing, learning something about yourself, about your business, about just personal development. I want you to think about those and stay in that mind frame. Just a few more breaths here. Drinking it in, know that you have the possibility to stay in that state more often than you think you do. You have the ability to choose the kind of state that you're in. If seasons change, if big, pandemics and epidemics and things come into your life, like Desiree Mangendog says, this was supposed to happen. This is a huge reset for us. Bad things happen in life, good things happen for life, but we have to stay centered through it all. If you see people reacting to every single thing that happens in their life, then you know that their center is off, right? So you have to get the center in a state of neutral, in a state of bliss, you could call it. Doesn't mean happy, doesn't mean ecstatic happiness. It just means a state of bliss. So let's stay there. Go ahead, one more big breath into the ribs, into the belly. Let it come up to the chest now. Let it come up through the face. And then as you exhale, bring your hands to heart center. You can listen to me, Om sound, one sound of peace. Or do it with me. Inhale. Inhale, and as you exhale, drop your chin towards your chest. Drop your hands. Go ahead and lift up a little bit in the heart. And we're just going to wiggle. We're going to roll and wiggle. So go ahead and let the heart come forward on an inhale. And as you exhale, bring it back, right? Inhale. As you exhale, pull the belly in, bring it back. You can do this as slow as you want. Okay, if you want this to really open your power center, right, we're going to focus this movement around kind of the solar plexus area. So that's a few inches above the belly button. Okay, you can go faster here today. You can go faster if you like. You want to bring this kundalini really into it. Go ahead as fast as you like, but the breath has to go with it, right? So it's inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. And then go ahead and turn. So you're going to change directions. You can even change your feet. So one's in front here. Turn, change directions, go for it. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Through the nose is fine too. I'm just doing it because I'm talking. Faster than me is fine, go for it. Let your energy soar. Okay, inhale, come back to center, guys. Good. We're going to exhale the chin down again. Draw the ear over to the left. Open into that side of your neck, right? We're going to open into the side of the neck. Draw the shoulders back. Get the chin into it, right? So you're just going to open here. Get the chin involved into your practice so you can really stretch that neck. If self-massage feels good to you, stay here. You have that spearmint, or even if you do have the citrus bliss, it's fine, or deep blue. Go ahead and just start to do a self-massage into your neck. Might make you a little cool, so turn your heat up. Right? Just really the power, guys, of self-massage, right? While we're doing our yoga, it's incredible. And just think about every single little thing that you hear on the news, right? Is bringing you tension. So every time you hear something, you're adding another muscle kind of tension, tightness into your body. Go ahead to the other side. If you haven't watched me already, roll over to the other side. Let that right ear come over. And just do self-massage, even if you don't have the essential oils. Even if you have a regular oil, like a carrier oil, you know, like a coconut oil. Just something to rub into your muscles. Soften them up this morning. Right? Good. This is getting some tension out straight from the neck. And then it's going to be a little easier, right? To stretch, reach through the chin, reach through the hand. Go ahead, back down to the first side. Woo, that feels zinging, man. And then back to that first side, right? Maybe it's a little looser now. You roll the shoulder back. You reach through the fingertips, right? You reach through the elbows. Open up through the chin. Inhale. Exhale again, second side. Roll it over. Good. Just roll it over, roll it back. Reach through the fingertips on that side. Really get in through the tight muscles, through the deltoid, all the way down through the forearm. Right? Self-massage. So good. Exhale back. One more time, back to the beginning. We're just going to open up like we've been doing. Right? This is something I want to cultivate in you that you can do every single morning. Some of these moves are so simple, right? And you just root down and open up through that right side. And then you can hold it. Let's hold it here for 3. Long lines, right? 2. Good. 1. Inhale all the way up and over to the other side. Go ahead, stretch it out. Roll the shoulder back. Good. Bend through that elbow. And then feel that long line, right? Imagine if you did this every single day. Root down. 3, 2. Let's go ahead and bring the hands up. Exhale, release. I want you to pump your hands today for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then exhale, release them behind you. Now, if you can't clasp your hands behind you, you're just going to stay here and maybe lift the heart. Now, the rest of us are going to bring our hands behind us. And I'm going to turn just so you can see me, but you stay there. I'm going to turn so you can see me, and I have to modify because of my disc bulge out the back, right? So I'm going to bring my hands behind me, and then some of you are going to fold all the way down. You can literally bring your forehead to the floor, which I can do, but it hurts. So go ahead and modify whatever you need to do. Those of you who have had disc problems or herniations or bulges, this practice will be great for you, and I'll modify to give the advanced people some more tips. So go ahead, people who have their head all the way down, bring the hands all the way up, overhead. Good. 2 more breaths, and 1. As you inhale, roll all the way up, inhale it out. Whew. Shake it out, guys. Shake it out. We're going to just kind of roll over our knees and come up to knee standing for a moment. So go ahead and stand up onto your knees. Good. I breathe a lot to remind you to breathe. So It's not because I'm having a panic attack or anything. Okay, so what we're going to do today is you keep shaking out. We're going to start to warm up the body. And we're just going to start to tap on our body. This is to stimulate the lymphatic system, to stimulate our bodies today, get the blood moving a little more. Go ahead on each side. You're going to hit underneath the hands. I'm going to be red by the time I'm done with this. What is this mark on me already? Good. Go ahead, tap your head, the back of your neck, front of your neck, your chest, Tarzan style. Good. Down the front, down the side. Okay. Down to your knees. You're going to, even in fist, you can go into your buttocks and your back. Okay, stimulate everything. I'm just going to let one, knee come out. Stimulate down my legs. My foot. Go ahead, other side. This is a good practice. I learned this like 10 years ago at a class. So good on self-care. Imagine hitting ourselves. Alrighty. So go ahead and stand up to the top of your mat. I'm just going to move this up because I moved it down so you can see me a little bit. Good. So we're going to do just a little bit of warm up. And then we're going to focus on balancing and strengthening and core today. So go ahead and come to the top of your mat. Root down, lift all the way up. Exhale right down through heart center. And again, root down. Lift all the way up. Go ahead and swan dive for me all the way down. Forward fold. I'm going to modify and use my chair, but go ahead, fold all the way down. Once you're there, Uttanasana, lift up and lengthen. Plant the hands, step back to your downward facing dog. So plant those hands all the way back up to your dog pose. Go ahead and walk it out today. Big deep breaths into the belly. Inhale. Exhale. Walk it out. So bending one knee, bending the other knee. Bending one knee, bending the other knee. And then find some stillness here for a moment. Find some stillness. Good. We're just going to hang out in our dog for a sec. Walk back. Reach through the fingertips. Reach through the knuckles. Let those shoulders relax down the back. Right? And then inhale. Go ahead and look up. Go ahead and step all the way up to the top of your mat. I'm going to drop my knees and come up with the chair. Root down, lift all the way up. Good. Root down and lift. Right down through heart center. Go ahead, do it again. Hands come all the way up. Lift and lengthen all the way up. And then exhale right down. Go ahead, swan dive from here, right? Swan dive from here, all the way down. Uttanasana. Modify if you need to with me on the chair or the blocks. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Plant the hands. Step back to downward facing dog. Good. Excuse me, cushions. All right. So from here, we're going to glide forward, high plank. You're going to drop down, bend the knees if you need to, lower all the way down. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, nice and relaxed. Lift the belly, lift the heart. Exhale, come through tabletop or roll back through downward facing dog. Good. Right, full body stretches. Full body stretches. You can come to the balls of the feet here if the heels don't go down. And this is actually my favorite. So when you come to the balls of your feet, you bend the knees, and then you remember more to stretch the back, right? So you stretch the back more, this from the top of the head all the way through the tailbone. Last one. And then as you inhale, look up, step up to the top of your mat. Once you're there, lift and lengthen, and then exhale, fold again. Good. Root down, lift all the way up. Inhale. Exhale, right down through heart center. One more time, lifting up, lengthening. Exhale all the way down. Plant the hands, and then step back to downward facing dog.
From here, we're going to open our legs up one more time. Okay, so like we did yesterday. So you can bring that right foot behind you like you did, like you want to step on the wall. If this is too much for you, just drop the knee and open it. We're going to open and stack this way. Okay, so go ahead, bring that foot behind you. Bend the knee, open and stack the hip. Good, and 3 and 2. Exhale, square the hip. You're going to bring it all the way through. Step it into warrior 2. I'm just going to modify. Tuck the back toe, drop the back heel. Open up into your warrior 2. Okay, root down, and then start to lift. Open everything up. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. 3 more times. Inhale. Feel that spine drop through the tailbone, lift through the head. Exhale here. Last time. Inhale. Good. As you exhale, we're going to hold it. Right? So feel that spine rooting down. Feel the top of the spine rooting up. Nice and strong in the core, like you're hugging in. Relax those shoulders. 3 and 2. Good. As you inhale, you're going to straighten that front leg. Straighten it out. Come into your Trikonasana. Stay in that same plane, right? So you're going to just not move forward or back. You're going to stay in that same plane and let the hand come maybe to the calf, the shin. Okay? Start to really be mindful of tucking that right bum under a little bit. Inhale. And 2 more. The head is looking wherever is comfy. It could be down, it could be neutral. Root down, lift all the way up. Good. We're going to bring our hands to our hips. Just stay here for a moment. Inhale, open up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go ahead and clasp the hands behind you. Start to open up the chest, right? So you can open. I'm just going to turn for purposes you can see. You're going to open up the chest here. You might bring your hands away from you. Start to open a little bit here. We're in a wide stance here for 3. Lifting through the heart for 2 and 1. Now, if you can go all the way down, you're going to inhale, right? Those hands behind you come all the way down. I've been instructed by my PT not to forward fold, so I'm going to modify here. Okay, so go ahead all the way down. Some of you can bring, if you're modifying, blocks or pillows to a chair and just roll with it. 3 more. And 2. Now, if you are all the way down there, you're going to stay down there. Go ahead and release your hands softly. You're going to drop your hands to the floor. Those of us with a chair modification or blocks, you're going to bring your hands to the chair. And you're just going to rock side to side. All right? Chair yoga, people. Woo woo. All right. So rock side to side. Start to breathe in to the inner legs, like breathe into the groins. Good morning, groins. Got to give some love to the groins. Damn things hold you up so much. All right. From here, I want you to find stillness in the middle. Stay here either with a flat back, if you love that, okay, those who are down all the way, or you can start to fold forward, so the hands actually come forward closer, underneath the shoulders still, but toward the feet. And we're just going to hang out here, us disc people. Good. So let it hang really strong in the belly, right? We want to feel the balance between both sides of the feet, left and right. For 3 and 2. Good. Root down now to start to lift your hands back up underneath your shoulders, those who are all the way down. And then from here, you're going to bring your hands to your hips and roll all the way up. So nice strong belly, nice strong core. Inhale. Awesome. Go ahead and turn toward the top of your mat. And we're going to inhale, clean that slate 1 time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward fold. Uttanasana, all the way down. Go for it. Drop the head, drop the hands. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Plant the hands, step it back. Down to the dog. I miss seeing you guys in classes. Go ahead, stay in the down dog 1 second. Good, and then inhale, glide forward, high plank. Exhale, you can lower down, drop the knees. Come all the way down. Inhale, roll the shoulders up, rock the heart forward, lift the belly. Exhale, all the way back. Downward facing dog pose. You're going to bring that left foot up behind you. Remember, if you're modifying the right knee drops first. Okay, from here we bend the knee open and stack the hip. And then you can reach that foot up if you like. Flex and point the foot. Woo! And then exhale all the way down. Come in through. Step it into lunge. I'm going to come drop the knees. Step it into lunge. Tuck the back toe. We're in warrior 2 now. So warrior 2 on this side. Right? We're going to inhale. Lift up. Exhale down. Keep going. I'm just going to turn so I'm facing you. Keep going. Lift up. Exhale. Right, your pace. Do about 5 of them. Inhale. Exhale. Root down. Inhale. Exhale. Root down. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Last one. We're going to stay. We're going to stay in our warrior. Notice that spine. Just notice where your body tends to go. Does it tend to go forward? Does it tend to go back? Find neutral. Nice strong legs. You're just holding it for a few seconds, not minutes, so it's no big deal. You can feel the pain. Reach through the fingertips. Really relax the shoulders, guys. Breathe into the belly. Come on. Last one. As you inhale, straighten out and just lean over that imaginary counter. You can drop the hand to the shin. We're not going far though, unless you can, and you keep the integrity of the pose, right? You don't move forward, don't move back too much. 3 more. Separate those fingertips, but squeeze the shoulder blades together. 2 more. Good. Root down, guys. Lift all the way up. We're coming back to the facing forward with the toes. So you can either face the video again or just listen to my voice. We're going to come into that wide straddle once again. Okay, we're going to stay standing though this time. Now here, I really want you to feel the outer parts of the feet to be rooting down into the ground. But I want you to keep a slight, not a bend in the knee, but a slight one so that we keep the energy moving up the legs. We don't want to lock anything out. Go ahead and start here. You feel nice and balanced. Now I'm going to mess you up. I'm going to keep your heels there, but start to open up your toes. So we're pretty wide. I don't want you to straighten, shorten the stance at all, right? Pretty wide. The toes come out. So see if you can find that balance. You can bend the knees a little bit and just straighten up and find that balance. We're going to add the hands here. Inhale, lift. And exhale, just the hands come down into cactus, into field goal, right? So I want you to feel that squeezing back, squeezing the shoulder blades back, right? Inhale. Hey guys, welcome. Exhale, goddess pose. Inhale, let's do this a few times together. Inhale. Exhale, right? Feel that strength in your core, that strong spine, those strong legs. Inhale. Exhale, 2 more guys. Inhale. Keep breathing. It's going to energize you. Breathe in those oils if you have them diffusing. Inhale. Last one together. We're going to lift up. And as we exhale, we're going to hold it. Now stay with me, guys. I'm doing it with you. You're going to root down through the tailbone. Feel the nice burn in your arms and your legs for 3. Into the belly. Wide into the ribs. 2. So good. Stay here. Bring your hands to your hips. Heel toe the feet into hips distance. Awesome, guys. If you need to shake that out, shake it out. Good. Now from here, we're going to lift into a tiny little back bend. So we're going to root down through the feet, right? And I want you to inhale into the belly, like give yourself that beer belly. And then exhale. So but yesterday, if you were with me, we were really trying to calm down the chest, right? So I want you to breathe into the belly, and the hands are just here to notice if the tension comes up. Give yourself that beer belly. Breathe into the side ribs. Oh, so full of breath. Okay, so that's kind of the effect I want you to have. But when we're exhaling, right, breathe in. When we're exhaling, we tighten everything up. Ladies, Kegels, right here, big time. Tighten the abs, tighten the Kegels. Ready? From here, breathe in, and then exhale. You're going to start to lift through the heart. Little tiny back bend here. Good. 3 and 2 and 1. Inhale. Come back up. Relax. We're going to do that 2 more times. Okay, inhale. The hands to the hips. Inhale. Exhale. Keep lifting the belly. 2 more breaths. Lifting the belly. Make those Kegels. Last 2. Inhale. Good. Last one. Okay, last one. We're going to keep that breath going. Inhale. Good. Lift those pelvic floors high. Relax the buttocks while you're doing it a little bit. 2 more. Good. As you inhale, come on up. Go ahead and shake that out. Go ahead, step to the top of your mat. Step to the top of your mat. We're going to clean that slate. Oh, why did I do that? We're going to keep this right here. Top of your mat. I'm just switching it up on you. Good. Inhale, lift it up. Lengthen. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Those who are modifying, grab the seat. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Plant the hands. Step it back to downward facing dog. Go for it. Good. You can glide forward to high plank or just stay where you are. Awesome. Now from here, guys, we're going to bring that right foot up behind us like we're stepping on the wall. Inhale. And as we exhale, we're going to step it all the way through to lunge. So go ahead, step it through to lunge. We'll do the right side first. And you're going to come up on into your lunge. So go ahead, you can use the blocks here. You can use your fingertips. You can use the chair. Okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to start to use the abs and use your legs and start to hop forward a little bit. Okay, nice and strong in the legs here, nice and strong. So you're either, again, super strong fingertips, right, abs, or on the blocks you can hold strong fingertips, Jenny. What? Yeah, I said it. Go ahead and start to hop forward, right? We're going to come into our warrior 3 or modified warrior 3. So inhale that back leg up, okay? Again, I'm using a chair to modify, but go ahead, those who aren't using strong abs right now, strong legs, right? We always have a tendency to lift one side of the hip up, so drop that left hip. Good, you can use the blocks or just one hand, 2 hands maybe. Balancing here, lift the heart a little bit, reach through the foot for 2 and 1. Bend that front knee to step back into crescent. Whoop, into crescent. Good. Stay here for a moment, inhale. And as you exhale, once again, we're going to open up the heart, lift it forward. Some of you can clasp the hands behind you, inhale. And as you exhale, you're going to come all the way forward. So those of you who can, come all the way, bring the hands way overhead, drop your head all the way down to your feet. Those of us who need to modify, we're just going to stay halfway. So good for 3 and 2. Good. 1. Inhale all the way back up, guys. All the way back up to your crescent. Awesome. From here, we're going to drop the back knee, but not all the way yet, right? We're going to stay and hang out for a second. We're going to drop that back knee half and inhale back up. Did I say inhale and inhale? Let's inhale down. Exhale back up. Super strong legs. We got to keep moving while we're shut in here. Inhale. Exhale. Push through. Good. Last 2. Good. Last 1. Inhale. Exhale. I think I was going to come down. Didn't I say that? Down all the way. Good. So from here, guys, drop your hands. Drop your hands all the way down. You can use blocks or a chair. Okay. And from here, some of you are going to be more down, right? So you're going to come down further. That's good for your back. That's fine. But You can use the props. And from here, we're going to bring one hand to the right knee and then start to open up that shoulder. Little twist here. You can stay here. You can start to open the hand all the way up to your twist. I'm just going to stay for the moment. In 3 and 2. As you inhale, come back to center. Come back to center. Go ahead, step back to downward facing dog. Downward facing dog. I'm doing a chair dog for a moment. So if you can push against the wall, those of you who need to modify it, or grab a chair, right? Stretch out the back. Good. Those in down dog, you can glide forward to high plank if you like. Exhale, lower down. Inhale through the heart, lift up. And exhale back to downward facing dog. So from our dog, remember, we're going to bring that left foot up behind us like we're stepping on the wall. Inhale. And as we exhale, step it through to that lunge. So go for it. Step it through to lunge. Okay. From here, you're going to bring your hands down into lunge or on the blocks or on the chair. Start to wrap that right hip forward, left hip back. Okay. I want you to really feel the square hips here. And we're going to tuck those toes and start to lift up into a full lunge. Hands are down or on blocks or on chair. And we're going to start to really strengthen the belly and the legs here. And you're just going to start to hop. Use all your strength to hop up. Okay, you can do this a couple times. Feel that left thigh burning. You know you love it. Hunk of burning thigh. Inhale, right? So notice, again, the hips. Once you stay, go ahead and stay. The hip might want to drop a little, the right hip, right? Reach through. And then if you can lift up and lengthen and hold it into your Dekasana, Modified Warrior 3. Lift the heart here for 2. Good. And as you exhale, bend that front knee. Drop the back foot. Inhale all the way up. Good. We're going to release the hands here. Let the hands come back. If you can clasp the hands behind you, go for it. Inhale, lift. And as you exhale, we're going to come forward. Some of you are going to go all the way. Let the hands come all the way overhead as you drop the face towards the floor, towards your ankle for 3. More breaths. And 2. And inhale all the way up. All the way back up. Good. Now from here, bring your hands to your hips. We're going to tuck that back toe. Drop the knee. I can't go down as far on this side. I got arthritis in my foot. Basically, I'm an invalid. That's what's happening here. We're going to inhale here. Exhale. Drop that knee as far as your foot will let you. Or your thigh. Inhale. Exhale. Drop that back knee. Right? Creating some strength in the muscles of your legs too. Inhale. As you exhale, we're coming all the way down. Good. Drop that back knee. Untuck the toe. Grab onto your chair or blocks or let your fingertips come down. Let the hips sink down. Okay? Drop that right hand to the floor or the mat or the block. Bring your left hand to your knee. Open up that left side. Open up that arm. Good. 2 more. As you inhale, come back to center. Awesome. You're going to release this now. Step back to downward facing dog. This out of the way. Down to the dog. Good. Do your flow if you like. Inhale, glide forward, high plank. You can stay here or lower down, your choice. You can stay in plank and hang out, find some strength in plank. 3, 2. Back to down dog. And from here, guys, we're going to walk the hands all the way back to our feet. So go ahead and walk the hands back to your feet. I'm just going to modify. PT will be very proud of me if she sees this.
Look at that, Laura. Check it out. All right, inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Okay, so those of you who don't have disc issues, you're going to fold into a rag doll right now. So that means folding the head all the way down, grabbing the elbows, bending the knees, right? Those of us who have back stuff, you're just going to come into like a more of a squat, right? Come into a squat so that we can keep that curve in our spine. Good, and 2. Now, from here, guys, those in ragdoll, I want you to keep your head super heavy. The hands are down, you're going to keep your head super heavy. You're just going to kind of slowly roll the spine up. For those of us who need to come up in a different way, we're going to bring our hands on our hips and just really strong through the legs. Roll, lift up through the heart, rather. Good, so now we're standing again. Inhale those hands up. Exhale. Release into your mountain. So go ahead, find your true mountain here. Inhale. Relax the shoulders. Good. Stay here for a moment. I want you to come back into the breath. Awesome. We're going to do just a couple standing things and then roll down to finish and seated. So good to be with you guys today. Thanks for joining me for your morning practice. Okay. We're going to come into what's called Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana. Okay. So you're going to start to bring your weight over to your left side. Okay. So start on the left side. And if you need a wall here, you're going to hold onto a wall or something. Okay. Bring your butt up to a wall, but you can hold it with the left hand. And you're going to start to bring, right? Find your mountain pose as you bring all your weight into that left side. You start to lift the right leg up. So you're going to bring that right knee up and hold it right underneath the knee. Hold your hand right underneath the knee. Super strong legs, super strong spine. Some of you will be able to grab the toe, the big toe with the peace fingers and reach it out. I don't recommend this if you're folding forward or anything like that. You can try it here just to see if you got it with a bent leg. But really, you know, if you're not able to straighten it completely, come right back here. 3 more breaths. Good. Stand strong on that standing leg. And 2. We're going to inhale, open the hip out to the side. Open it to the right. Now you'll notice your hip wants to hike way out. Go ahead and close it down. So you're going to, close is not a good analogy, but like roll it under. So you're going to roll the right hip underneath you. Go ahead and gaze over that shoulder. Good. Those who are in extension, right? You're here. You're going to drop that hip. 3 and 2. Wherever you are in this pose, you're going to bring it forward once again. Inhale. Good. Exhale. You're just going to hold the hands to the hips and kick that foot out. I don't care if your foot's way down here. Go for it. Keep breathing. And 3 and 2. Inhale. Reach it up one more time. Exhale. Release. Shake it out. You're welcome for that. Just kidding. Shake it out, y'all. Shake it out, y'all. Shake it out. Here we go. All right, so we're going to bring over to the right side. Weight to the right side. Gotta make it fun, right? All right, so you got to bring that weight to the right side. Find your mountain in this position, right? You got to lift up through the pelvic floor. Lift up through the belly. Lift up through that knee. Go ahead, hand right underneath the knee. Hold it here. Root down like you're standing on a piece of paper that you do not want to fly away. It's not coming out from under your foot. 2 more breaths here, guys. Relax those shoulders. And 2. Good. You're going to inhale, open the hip out to the side. Sometimes I even grab on the inside here, right? And again, those who have extension, you're going to rock that hip underneath. See the difference? Rock it underneath. Look over the opposite shoulder here. 3 and 2. As you inhale, bring it back to center. Doesn't matter if you're holding on to the knee or not. Let that shoulder come back into place. Bring your hands to the hips. Hold it out if you can for 3. Strong breath here, guys. Lift it up. 2. You can do it. Lift through the pelvic floor. Last one. Lift. Exhale. Release it. Shake it out. Shake it out, sugary. So good. Okay, you guys ready to wind down? Go ahead, step to the top of your mat. Root down, lift all the way up.
Exhale, swan dive it out all the way down. Go for it. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Plant the hands. We're going to step back to down dog. Good. Inhale, glide forward, high plank. We're just going to drop the knees. Exhale onto the gluteus maximus and minimus. Minimus. Okay, so take a minute, kind of come into the seated position. That feels good to you. I'm going to rock this down. You guys are so awesome. No Thursday basketball bouncing, I know. Joanna, so funny. But there are lots of different noises for people. So, actually, you know what? We are going to rock down to our backs today. That's what's happening. So go ahead and roll down to your back or come down with your forearms first, right? Go ahead, come on down. So once you're down here, guys, I want you to bring the feet up, start shaking them out. Bring the hands up, start shaking them out. Okay, I want you to just feel and release all that tension. Good. And then from here, okay, we're going to actually start to, let's do this first. Let's come to a figure four. That'll feel good today. I was going to do something else, but okay. So from here, we're just going to bring that right foot over the knee, onto the thigh, but close to the knee, right? Not on the knee. You know what I mean? Now, you'll see me here. I'm holding on to my mat. I love doing this. You can bring your hands underneath your mat. You're going to hold on to the tops of your mat if you're that far back. And then my shoulders are square. So it's helping me really square up my shoulders and flatten out the upper back. Now from here, start to bounce that figure four leg system towards you. Bounce it towards you. 3 and 2 and 1. You can hold it here. Start to engage your feet. You can grab behind your thigh, your leg. Reach that right knee away from you for 3 and 2. Good. Maybe reach that leg to the sky if you have it. Guys, if your shoulders are popping way up, don't do that. Just keep your shoulders back, okay? We're going to do this again with the foot over here. So we're going to take this figure four, keep that right foot, and just drop it over to the left. So we're going to keep the figure four system happening. And then stay here, gaze at the ceiling. Maybe you can let the shoulders come down and gaze overhead, right? So beautiful. Thank you, Citrus Bliss, for saving my life. And 2. As you inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, release that. All we're going to do is release the feet wide on our mat. Rock it back and forth. Rock it back and forth. And then as you inhale, come back. Let that left foot come up. Let it come on to the right thigh by the knee. And you're reaching the left knee away from you. Just reach it away from you. You don't have to push it, right? We're just doing it isometrically. Start to lift the figure four towards you. Good. Now, the thing I was talking about when we were standing and doing a little tiny back bend, I try to do that on my back too. So you lift into the belly, and then as you exhale, pull the belly in. Go ahead and come into that figure four. You can start to engage the feet. You can stay here, or if you can reach behind the thigh without really letting the shoulders come up, this is a great place to grab your straps actually, and bring it on behind your thigh. Relax your shoulders here. 3 and 2. Go ahead and lift that foot to the ceiling if it feels good. Get a little deeper stretch here in the left side as you're pushing it away as it pulls in. Good. Exhale, release just that right foot. We're going to bring whatever foot's over here. If I didn't say which foot it was before, the left foot in my case, you're going to just let the whole system fall to the right. So that left foot comes down. Go ahead and inhale the shoulders so they're flat on the mat, and maybe you gaze over the opposite shoulder. Good, 3 more breaths. And 2. Good, on an inhale, fill the belly, come all the way back up. Go ahead, release the feet wide, so you're just going to rock side to side. Go ahead and reach the hands behind you, so stretch it out like you're doing a little steeple situation. And today, we are going to do a bridge pose. So, if you need to modify, you can just lift your hips and put it on a pillow. A box would not feel good probably, but if you have a block, great. But we are going to do a full bridge before we come into modified. So go ahead and get the feet nice and stacked underneath the knees, but get the tension out of your body, right? You want to breathe in, relax everything out. Even though our hands and our feet are going to be nice and rooted, we're going to inhale, roll the shoulders back. And strong legs. Keep those knees at a distance where you're as if you're squeezing a block, right? You can actually squeeze a block in between. But go ahead and don't move the neck. Just keep reaching the knees away. Squeeze that imaginary block. Lift the hips. You're in a nice long line here. 3. Root down those hands. And 2. Inhale. Roll all the way back. Good. Take a big, full, deep breath. Exhale. Now from here, you can do another bridge pose like we just did. You can, if wheel is in your practice, go ahead and bring your hands here. Squeeze the arms in. Go ahead and do your full wheel. Come on to the crown of your head first and lift up. Don't do it if you've never done it before, please. Or if you need to modify, bring the block or pillow right underneath, or bolster right underneath your hips. And let the hips just splay out, right? So those in bridge, you can start to come down. Those in wheel, you can start to come down. You can join us in a modification in a modified bridge, or you can just start to bring your feet up to the ceiling, right? So it's a little kind of modified inversion for 3 and 2. Good. Exhale. Come on down. I want you to take about 5 breaths here and see how the body wants to move. So some of you who know my classes, right, you know I sometimes do this. You can start to bring your hands up again. You can start to bring your feet up again. You can come into a happy baby, right? So that means knees towards the armpits, feet toward the ceiling. You can widen into a straddle pose, right? Bring your hands either on the insides of your thighs and hold it that way, or on the outsides so you can have more support. If you need to do any other twists, okay, you can do that. Go ahead and take just 3 more breaths here on your back. And then from here, go ahead and extend your feet all the way down, right, for your Shavasana. Roll the shoulders back. This is the most important part, guys. If you can stay for a few more minutes. It's almost 11. We'll just stay together in our final resting pose. Go ahead and find that bliss point again. Find that point of bliss where you focus on the breath and you focus on the ease that you feel in your body. We have a choice to focus on the stress and the tense parts, or we have a choice to focus on the ease with which we carry our bodies, with which we run the day. So good. Focus on the rising and falling of the belly. And you'll hear the sound of my melody to bring you back in just a moment or two. Om Namah Shivaya Gurave Satchitananda Murtaye Nishrapanchaya Shantaya Niralambaya Tejase. Start to deepen your breath. Wiggle your hands and your feet, your toes and your ears. Bring the knees into the chest on an exhale. Wiggle side to side until you fall over to one side. Resting there for a moment, again finding joy in your heart from this practice. Let your head be heavy as you roll up to seated, eyes closed, hands together at the heart. And as you relax your shoulders, relax your belly, bring the corners of your smile up. We'll end on one sound of peace. One single Om, so you can listen to me or join in with your families. Inhale. Om. May all beings know peace. May all beings know love and relaxation. May the light in me shine to the light in each of you. Om Shanti. Namaste. I wanted to thank you guys for being with me today. Thank you so much for your donations. They help so much, as all my yoga classes have been canceled. So I appreciate you spreading the word, and I appreciate you spending time on your practice today. I wanted to just read to you what I was talking about at the beginning from this book, Illusion of Money, with Kyle Cease. He says, think of the things that you've been aiming for outside and notice what it feels like in your body when you think of trying to accomplish them solely for the external result. It might feel exciting mentally, like the idea of chasing something because of accolades or money or whatnot. But if you're not connected to that deeper purpose inside, it's probably not a 10 to your body. So at the beginning, I talked about journaling. So if you're just joining in, I'll stop the video first. You can see what I said at the beginning. You're going to write down all of the things throughout your day and throughout your month that you do, and then label them 1 to 10. And if you can connect to an inner intention underneath those things and make that your primary goal, the intention, then those things might actually start to feel like they're closer to 10s. Maybe you won't want to do them at all because your inner intention will discover something more exciting to take their place. So I want to encourage you to keep practicing, to keep meditating, keep centering every single day in the mornings and evenings. And even if you feel stressed throughout the day, in the middle of the day, go for it. Thank you guys so much. So lovely to be here with you. I'll see you tonight at 9 p.m. Bye-bye.